Here we'll spend a little time getting to know how Intuiface licensing and packaging works. It all starts with the notion of a platform plan. Every Intuiface customer must start with a platform plan. This plan entitles the user to one composer license, one player license, and access to all services in the Intuiface cloud, such as headless CMS and analytics. Believe it or not, Intuiface's 28-day trial gives you access to 100% of Intuiface capabilities, not one restriction in sight. For paid platform plans, on the other hand, the different tiers represent differences in capability and scale. To keep it simple, Premier starts with Essential and permits the creation of integrations with third-party APIs like content management systems. Enterprise starts with Premier and adds support for web-deployed experiences and remote deployment to in-venue devices. You'll learn about all of these capabilities in later modules. Let's now take a closer look at Composer, the authoring tool. It has what is called a concurrent user license. This means it can be used on only one device at a time, but can be moved as often as you wish. Thus, you only need as many Composer licenses as you have people who are working at the same time. But remember, you already get one Composer license with your platform plan, since a single Composer can be used to create an unlimited number of experiences and make an unlimited number of changes. It's likely you won't need too many licenses for Composer. Then there is Player, the runtime, the software used to run experiences built with Composer. As with Composer, there is no tiering. Certainly, there is no distinction between player-supported operating systems. The only decision you need to make is whether your experience will be deployed in venue or on the web, and if in venue, whether or not it will be interactive. For in-venue deployments, choose Player if you intend to permit interaction of any kind, and choose the non-interactive Player if interaction will not be possible, as is typical of traditional digital signage. For web deployments, choose this same player licensing option if you'd like the ability to take web-deployed experiences offline or to have them run outside of a browser as a progressive web app. The alternative licensing option for web deployments is called views licensing. With this licensing model, you are purchasing a number of views. That is, the number of times the experience can be opened anywhere in the world in a web browser. Views licensing is particularly useful when you have a target audience of unknown size, while player licensing for web deployments is best for a known finite list of devices. As with Composer, player licenses can only be used on one device at a time, but can be moved as often as you wish. For every device running an experience, whether in venue or on the web, you'll need a player and thus a player license. Now, similar to Composer, during the 28-day trial, you are given one player license and a views license, so you won't have to purchase any licenses until you're convinced Intuiface is the right software for you. And don't forget the one player license you get with every platform plan. Sorry, views licensing must be purchased separately. And that is Intuiface licensing and packaging in a nutshell.